Hi YouTube, this is CalPara. I just wanted to make a quick video talking about backpacking food options. So when I started backpacking, my friends and I we'd usually go to the military surplus store and we would get one of these. This is just a military MRE. It's got everything in here from an entree, snacks, utensils, paper towels, matches. Pretty much everything that a soldier would need to have a meal in the field is in that package, which is a great advantage. It's nice to have that as a contingency food item, but the problem that we had with them was that more often than not we were actually hiking them back out of the woods simply because we weren't hungry enough to eat them. And that's not to say we weren't hungry, but the food in these MREs is actually pretty disgusting, and anyone who's had to eat them for their job knows that. They pretty much are a contingency food item in that they do not make you feel good after eating them. The food itself is, I find, rough on your stomach, and it's something that you're not going to want to eat unless you have absolutely no choice. So with that said, when you go into the backpacking situation, you do have the option to create something that you're gonna like more fitting for you, which I think is a great thing to do. If you're in the backcountry and you have good confidence in the food you brought is gonna not only give you good energy, but is gonna be something that's customized for your environment and for you specifically. So that said, let's get into what I've got in some of mine. This is basically the end unit that I've created. It's got a few different things that I'll go over here. They're all a little different, but basically a few things that I'll start with. I like the oatmeal right here. These are just Quaker instant oatmeal packets that have been put into a vacuum seal pocket. A couple of these packets make a great breakfast. So you add hot water, and all of a sudden now you're talking about hot oatmeal for breakfast. Should you be staying in the woods that night, which is great. Definitely throw in some beef jerky. This particular variety is one of my favorites. Local manufacturer makes this grass-fed beef. It's just very good beef jerky, high protein count. So definitely I'll take some of this along. And quickly, as you can see, all this stuff here I'm individually vacuum sealing just to make sure that it lasts as long as possible and keep the moisture, humidity out of it, any kinds of insects, stuff like that. It's going to stay out of there. And also, you can use a larger bag and portion up what you plan on needing for that particular trip. And you can use one large bag to create many MRE systems depending on where you're going and how long you plan on being there. So moving on, another thing that I really like, I found these at Walgreens actually, and this is 2 packets of vitamin infused fruits and nuts. And I actually threw the package away, but the list of vitamins that this had on there was just absolutely remarkable. I couldn't believe all the vitamins they could pack into this fruit, and it's got a light powder coating on the fruit. I'm not sure if that's the vitamin content or how they added that. I'm not sure of, but great thing to have. I'll also take some dried fruit. Basically, any type of fruit will do. I mean, as you see in here I have banana chips. But basically, dried fruit in the backcountry is great because it's very preservable. It's also going to be something that expands in your stomach, and it's just a nice snack to have. So I definitely will take some of this along. I'll take a few of these too. These Quaker chewy bars, the granola bars, they're great as far as being individually wrapped and a good little snack. The granola is going to give you a little energy boost that's for me very appreciated. Again, this system is designed for you particularly. It's customized so that you don't have to be stuck with whatever's in this brown bag when you actually decide to open it. Okay, so moving along, one of the things that I like doing is taking a vacuum seal pocket and filling it with, in this case, Gatorade. This is enough to make 2 quarts of Gatorade, so I can make 2 canteens worth of Gatorade, and it's great not only for the electrolyte content, but just because it's a huge morale boost in the field to be drinking something other than water. So that's nice. I like it and definitely pack it along. Sometimes I'll do the same thing with hot cocoa, just pretty much whatever you're going to want for that particular trip. Another little staple that I usually put in a lot of these kits are the Jack Link jerky, pretzels, and cheese sticks. These are really light and they're flat, and so I've found that this is going to be a great source of calories when you're out in the backcountry, and it's something that's a nice little snack to have too. So definitely that's going along. This is actually something I pulled out of one of the civilian MREs. I really like this product here. It tastes great. This bar has got 400 calories in it. It's just a great source of good calories and energy in the woods, and it definitely comes along in most of these packs. Again, they all vary a little bit, but generally the same things are present. I'll throw a couple sticks of gum in as well, because they are a luxury item, and you'll find them in these MREs as well. It's one of the reasons that I'll put them in there. But it's nice to have a piece of gum. Oftentimes, like when you're chewing on some of this dried fruit and nuts and jerky, you'll find your teeth getting full of all kinds of stuff that you just don't want to take the time to get the floss out of the pack and get into your hygiene kit on the trail. And so popping a stick of this gum in, I found really chewing on this pulls a lot of that stuff out of your teeth. I know that sounds kind of like not a big deal, but when you're in the backwoods, on a day hike or even a multi-day camping trip, it's the little things, the little comforts that actually keep you focused, keep your morale boost. And so, I'll definitely pop some gum in there. For the weight and the size, it's definitely an advantage to me, so it comes along for the ride. I'm pretty much going to leave this video short because what I have in my kit won't necessarily be what you'll have in your kit. So I just wanted to basically explain the options of how to do this, and I recommend individually sealing everything in one of these external bags, so that you have a lot of little bags in your large bag, and that way you can break into them as you need them. So thanks a lot for joining me and for viewing, and I hope this is informative.